So I wrote down two things, and the first one is that how consumerism is built upon sad people, and the other one is entrepreneurs want you to feel shit to sell you their products. And I want to explain like a little bit about my experiences in this topic, about consumerism and self-improvement in general, and how they try to manipulate you to feel sad, and why, and which this question also leads to this whole internet depression thing, that a lot of people tell you that social media is like not good for your brain, and you constantly try to be like a specific person and you compare yourselves. But this comes down to a specific principle, and that is that if there is no problem to fix, there's nothing to sell to fix this. So YouTubers come up, they blow up out of nowhere because they created a perfect problem. It's almost any time it's about the perfect problem, and they create this problem, and then they sell you something, a product, a course, a guide, a video, a book. In most cases it's a book, which fixes this problem. Depression is something like this. Anxiety is something like this. Not to look good is something like this. The whole society and the overall goal to be rich, to have money, to have a status, to be famous, and to get clicks and followers and all this stuff. This is everything that a human is trying to achieve, is in the same way is a problem. And if they tell you that not having these numbers and not having this amount of money and is a problem, then you will accept that and you want to fix it. You want to resolve it. And therefore a whole market is built this. The whole industry, the whole economy is built upon your problems. If there are no problems, there's nothing to sell. They need problems. The industry, the YouTubers, everybody that is trying to get money has to solve a problem first. If your product, if the thing that you have in mind that you want to like do in your life is directly bound to this process of problem evaluating and problem fixing. For example, in startups, there's a thing called MVP. It's the most valuable product. It's the first product that a startup company is trying to make, and they test it and they try to find out how the market is like getting this product and reviews it, and if it's marketable, they test if it's marketable. So, and this is the first step, right? Do you understand? Like this MVP product, this first step of a startup company is to fix a problem that maybe doesn't even exist. So they need to create a kind of story. They need to create like a kind of character and a story behind it, so you feel more immersed and you feel more, and you can relate more to this person, and you can relate to this kind of story. And then they come up with this product. This is commercials are completely, this is what commercial in a nutshell is. It's showing you something, showing you a problem in 1 second, and showing you the answer and how to fix this problem in the next second.
Sunrise and starts his day whilst Jeffrey stays in bed. Adonis breezes through his morning routine. He jumps into the icy lake. He meditates and he explores in nature. He picks out his favorite leaf. Jeffrey's still in bed.
Every product is here, exists just out of one reason: to make you feel better, to make you look better, to make you work faster, to make you gravitate, to make you more healthier. Like everything in your life that could be potentially better is out there in form of a product. But in most cases, and here's the turn, like how to get out of this matrix and how to get, like, you don't need all these products, because in the most cases you could do it like for free. There are alternatives, so many alternatives. Do it yourself is like the really bottom of breaking through, of the breakthrough. If you go down all the layers and you try to really think and get active in your mind, you could potentially just learn a bit, study a bit, get some skills, train at home, make your own food, finding alternatives that make you independent. If you have a lot of money, the better thing you could do is buying products to make your life better. And the most valuable thing is trying to get knowledge and trying to buy products. You could potentially buy products that are getting you more independent. There are two types of products. Even there, you cannot get out of this like habit of buying something and getting like life resources from outside. But there are products, but the most valuable things are skills and knowledge. You just have to sit down and really try to focus more to really accept the fact that it's a fixed mindset that you have. And then you can build upon your new mindset by gratitude and the awareness of how to study right. And then we can push through the pain. This is how to like get out of the buying matrix and all of this. Okay, like you are not enough and you could potentially be better, and therefore here are millions of products. Here are problems, here, multiple problems. Can you see these problems? They want you to see these problems by the internet, by YouTube, by Instagram, by Twitter, by all of these social media, by television. They show you the problems. They show you, they try to make a situation look really bad. And then you relate to the situation. You think, I'm in the same situation. But they make it to look like it's awful. It's not the right. It's not right. It could be better. And then this person, like for example, has a really average life in a normal movie. This is always the case. A normal person has a normal life, but this is not what a movie is about. This person must like go up in a kind of, he has to skill up, like skill up, and they show you how to do it. And how to do it, they usually go by, okay, the person needs so much products, and they buy this and this, and they go out and they be an actor and they get gratification, and they like it super much. Like they show you different life. They show you a complete lifestyle. You could copy and paste complete lifestyles. And the lifestyle that an industry wants and the lifestyle that a normal YouTuber wants is built upon buying their products and buying general things that almost changes your personality. They need you to suffer, and they need you to be sad, and they need you to think that you are not enough. There is no other way that they can sell you something. First they create a problem, and then you watch a YouTube video, for example, and you see the YouTube video and you can relate so much. But this whole video, it's plastic. It's illustrated. It's not real. They make these videos to give you an illusion that you feel it's real. You think it's real, but it is an illusion. They create the stories. They're creating stories. They're creating these whole patterns of thinking and lifestyles and how to behave, and then you think it's real, and you think you have to be the same way. You want to be the same way because they get so much gratitude. They get so much attention, and they seem to feel super happy. But instead, you yourself, the gratitude and happiness, it comes from inside. It comes from inside. There's where you get your happiness, your real happiness. But they show you a lifestyle. They show you a movie, a story, a YouTube video. They show you a book. They show you something to create this problem, and you relate to it. And then you think, this could potentially make my life better. This could potentially save me from this whole illness here, where I am, this whole situation where I'm not happy with, and then they got you. It's like fishing. They got you. They got you hooked. They hooked you. They got there on the wave. They got you hooked on the wave. That's the most baddest thing that ever could happen to you. And when they hooked you, you were in the matrix. You were dependent. You think everything in your life, every factor in your life is dependent on their guides, dependent on their thoughts, dependent on this and this product, dependent on this and this book. You hope that you could potentially change your life by buying, by watching, by reading, everything they try to like industrialize. And this is in startup companies, this is on social media, this is in the whole internet, this whole selling, buying, this whole economy is built upon this simple principle. And you could avoid everything when you like invest more in, I give you a straight example, for example, open source. If you invest more in free software, if you invest in more open studies, open, like everything that is transparent, just out of the reason of humanity. First, a company, for example, or a person, like an influencer, they shape a story and a character. And this is like the first stage. And then they shape a specific behavior, how to be this person, two guidelines. And then the third guideline is they shape specific beliefs. So they directly influence and try to manipulate your brain in form of your beliefs. You have some truths, you have some principles in your mind that you think they are true. But in most of the time, these principles, this truth was formed from companies, from influencers, and by their idols and their stories and their every movie is like just the same. Did you ever like saw a movie and thought, oh man, this person, this character, he's so cool. I wish I could be him. And he has a behavior. And this behavior could potentially be copied. But to copy these behaviors, you need to believe that these behaviors are the right one to live. But you don't have these beliefs. You either have a limiting belief that you think you cannot be famous, you cannot be rich, you cannot be the guy that get all the girls. This is a limiting belief. It's like you hold your personality down. You think, okay, these persons, they deserve to be on the top, but I'm just a simple guy. I'm just one of 8 million, right? Of 8 billion, of 8. How many people are on Earth? I don't fucking know. I'm not the guy. I'm not the main character, right? So that's a limiting belief. And following belief, a follower belief, is someone who believes in himself, but in an illusionary way that he is trying to copy other behaviors. He's trying to copy this and this YouTuber. He's trying to copy others to achieve success. And there's a third guy, and yeah, this is what this video is about, is the person that just believes in himself without getting so confused and getting influenced by all the products, all the movies, all these commercials and all these storyboards and all these like characters that are created. And just a guy and just a person, not guy, like just a person that believes in himself in a way that he knows for sure that he's valuable. He doesn't need to be on top, on the first stage. He or she or the person just do what he think is right and what he think is good for himself and his family and his friends and maybe for humanity. If you're doing open source products, bro, it's for the whole humanity. But if you're not a software engineer and you're trying to do like more casual stuff, you give advice like me, then you should believe that your advice is valuable, and you should believe in yourself and be grateful for yourself. And to be grateful, in most cases, people go into fitness studio, go gym, they're trying to build muscle and they're trying to get healthy, because this is a way to of give your body something back that he is giving for you. Your body, your all of your muscles, all of your blood veins, everything that is like biological system works without you actually having to think about it. It's your unconscious nerve system that is controlling your heartbeat and your breathing and everything, like a lot of fucking stuff for you without getting paid for it. just just without like just for you to enjoy life and giving you something back, giving your body like what he really deserves and what he needs. And in most cases, and human body needs exercise and something like something to push and something to pull and something to work with. That's the way of engaging with with your inner self. And not only your and meditation, for example, is for your soul and for your and for calming down and letting your thoughts like sink down, or getting your thoughts back up again and like reevaluate what you like experienced in the past. And this is important because you have you, in the current moment, there's no time for like contemplation. There's no time for really actively think like how to behave and what to do. You have to like out of intuition. The most decisions are out of intuition. And this is what I wanted to emphasize in this video, and this is what I like recommend to most of the people, is like getting out of their shells and getting out of their limiting beliefs, and try to avoid try to avoid social media like too much, because this is in most cases making you changing your beliefs and changing your personality and change how you behave. And if you're constantly um, have these devices in front of your eyes and are constantly influenced by them, there's no way you could consciously get aware of what you're doing. And sometimes you try to disperse you, and you think you deserve a kind of gratitude by like just letting your thoughts down and block everything and just watch YouTube and watch like reels and Instagram. Uh, this is no self-care time. This is no time where you can really settle down. This is no time to this is no relaxing time. This is fake. This is an illusion, and it makes your life even worse. And you even more energy is sucked out of yourself. Like it's just like weed, and it's just like drugs. You get more gratification. You feel more nice, right? But it has a big price. All right, bro. Always push through pain.